Hey, what's up guys? DopeOxide here, back with another video. So this video will be just a price market analysis as well as a thesis update for Alienbase. So first of all, I'm DopeOxide. If you guys like the content, like and subscribe and comment down below if you guys want me to cover any base native content pieces. And yeah, let's get right into it. So first of all, as you guys already may know, I really believe that Ethereum will start coming back this year and will really start outperforming other altcoins. And along with that, with Ethereum outperforming the majority of, I guess, the big caps, and as well as Bitcoin, there'll be a major house money effect coming from Ethereum to the base chain ecosystem. So I reckon, in my opinion, when it comes to the base chain thesis and when it's near completed and we see euphoria on base chain and the base ecosystem as well as all the base native tokens, we're most likely going to be seeing a Ethereum price of ideally around 7K plus. And once that happens, I would not be surprised if base chain itself has 5 to 10x plus minimum when it comes to TVL and volume metrics. So first of all, when it comes to like timings, I've always been a firm believer that Ethereum will really start kicking off and start, I guess, outperforming Bitcoin in January. Reason is, if you look back to price cycle, which to be honest, like if you look at price cycle, it's sort of like textbook perfect when it comes to where we are in the cycle as well as where Ethereum is. So if you look at the previous cycle high, so 2017, which was 2 cycles ago, it broke in 2020, it broke the all-time high back in November. And if we look at what Ethereum was doing at the time, so if we go to November 2020, it was way below all-time highs. And I don't have the exact dates on this, but as you can see, it broke all-time high in January, which was 2 months, obviously 2 months after November. So just on that, like based on that alone, I don't think Bitcoin and Ethereum will, like, I don't think Ethereum will start kicking off till 2 months after the Bitcoin all-time high. But obviously, as you can see, we went into a parabolic run in November 2024. So under the assumption this cycle will be similar to the previous with Ethereum, at the very least, we should start seeing outperformance of Ethereum over Bitcoin in January, which is this month. So I really believe, like by the end of January, will most definitely, in my opinion, be above 4K plus, and I would not be surprised if Ethereum's all-time high by end of January. But obviously, cycles can be a bit different. A lot of times they rhyme, but not the exact same. So I still suspect that like within the next 2 months, Ethereum will be all-time high. January might be still a bit too early, but for Q1 at least, I really think Ethereum will have major outperformance. And obviously, going back on my thesis that base chain will be the top chain of this cycle, with Ethereum popping off and creating a house money effect into base, we'll most likely see a major net flow coming from Solana and Ethereum mainnet into base chain. As you can see here, base chain has got for the past 3 months, $2.4 billion in positive net flow within the base chain ecosystem, and Solana only has 900 million. I suspect this will keep going up, and once Ethereum has broken all-time highs, net flows for the past 3 months, I would not be surprised goes 10 billion plus, and TVL hits at least 30 billion. BNB last cycle hit 30 billion, and I reckon base chain will most likely surpass that by 2x. Hence why I believe that base chain will 10x in TVL. But yeah, so I guess that's what I'm thinking when it comes to timings. I just really think Ethereum will break 4K plus this month, and we'll stay above it, and we probably won't see the $3,000 again till the next bear market. And yeah, so I guess next part of the video is virtuals. So last video I mentioned that I think the AI niche or AI meta will die down, and what I mean by die down is just a local top. I drew this chart back on the previous video, and as you can see here, it's sort of going into the shape I was thinking it was going to. So I believe the $5 was probably the local top of virtual, and we're probably going to go into a massive accumulation range for virtuals, and since virtuals is the top of the AI ecosystem and AI meta, AI tokens in general will probably start going back into accumulation range and just pretty much just slow down for a bit. So with that, and I guess opportunities, other niches like meme coins, DeFi, etc. will probably start coming back. And yeah, so I guess the reason why I thought this was the case that I mentioned in my last video the virtuals token was on a massive bearish divergence. So if you can, as you can see here, we've just had lower highs on the RSI but higher highs on the price, and this was the third time it's happened. So I just would not be surprised virtual just goes into a massive accumulation. Obviously I could be wrong, and AI could still keep popping off, but I really don't see a specific meta to just keep going up only forever. There has to be a cool down period, and I suspect virtuals will have a cool down period for at least a month, maybe longer. I suspect probably like March is when it really starts taking off again. But yeah, we'll see. It's something I'm looking at, and I'll let you guys know once it's a good time to start reaccumulating. And yeah, so I guess next thing is first is Alienbase. So obviously this video is about Alienbase. So first of all, I want to show you guys like this picture perfect bullish divergence breakout and bottoming formation. I mentioned in my last video, I really think that Alienbase was going to bottom out, and just I guess on 3 points. Firstly, we had a massive daily bullish divergence, which is really good. That just shows buyers are coming in and we're seeing seller exhaustion. We broke out the major trend line, which is good to see, and we actually closed above 25 cents, which was a major resistance point. So I guess next steps from here is I would not be surprised if we see a retest on Alienbase. So we'll probably just go down a bit more, maybe to the 21 cent range, and then make our way up from here. But personally, I really think Alienbase has bottomed here. I don't think we'll see below like 16 cents again. Under the assumption Ethereum goes well and Ethereum starts breaking all-time highs within the next 2 months. Because obviously, I guess looking at the other chart of Aerodrome, the issue with Aerodrome is that its chart isn't actually looking too great. So if I just go to Aerodrome now, Aerodrome deck screener. Yep. So just let that load for a bit. Yeah. So obviously with Aerodrome being the top of liquid provisioning decks on base chain, we sort of need Aerodrome to do well as well. It's just tougher for, I guess, high beta tokens like Alienbase to do well while the leader is lagging. And right now Aerodrome is lagging. Obviously, I've already mentioned to you guys, Alienbase isn't really competitors with Aerodrome. They're sort of in their own little niche, but people like to see from a top view and don't really look too in depth. So I still think Alienbase is sort of linked to Aerodrome, where Aerodrome has to be good and start performing. And as you can see here, Aerodrome's done a major double top, and we might see more downside when it comes to Aerodrome, because yeah, double tops are quite bearish. But yeah, so obviously Aerodrome will still do, I reckon it'll still go $5 plus at the minimum for this bull market. It's just with this double top, I suspect we might need more accumulation for Aerodrome. But for Alienbase at least, looks like we've bottomed out, and it's a really good time to start accumulating again if you guys haven't already. Because when it comes to risk to reward and downside, it's quite minimal in my opinion. And yeah, so I guess yeah, when it comes to like summary, bullish divergence, we've broken now the trend line, and we're just looking to make new highs. And if we get a weekly close above 25 cents, I think it's just a nail in a coffin when it comes to its downside, and I think we're ready for the next leg up. When it comes to fundamentals, as you can see, TVL is starting to bounce back, which is good to see. Obviously, we want higher TVL for Alienbase because that just means a larger network effect for Alienbase, and obviously for volume. Alienbase is obviously going to have a lot of updates for this year, and I suspect their next updates and upgrades will get more liquidity on Alienbase platform. And yeah, it's just looking really good for fundamentals. They've updated their swap page where it's way more intuitive and faster. I heard in the past some users were having like lagging issues when it comes to Alienbase decks, but it's much faster than before. Obviously, DCA recurring limit orders is really good features to have when it comes to a DEX and as well as an aggregator on base chain. And I guess on that as well, let me just go to my dope pass. I actually called this like bottoming formation on dope pass. So as you can see here, like I posted in my Discord, my private education group, like why I think ALB is a good place to accumulate. So I wrote down that it had a 65% retracement from all-time high, bullish divergence on daily chart, and it's been in accumulation range for 60 days plus. And yeah, I posted the charts here. If you guys want to join the Dope Pass, I got a link in the bio. But yeah, it was pretty clear that Alienbase was in a major bottoming formation. It was just a matter of time for it to break out. And I guess what we want to see from here is just Alienbase holding 25 cents on a weekly close. So we have like, I believe it's like 6 days to go from this recording. And yeah, we just really need a 25-cent breakout. And obviously, when it comes to fundamentals, ideally we see higher TVL metrics and volume metrics. But with base chain like doing really well in this year, and Ethereum going well, Alienbase will be a top contender. And I just really think that Alienbase will go to multiple dollars and will be one of the top dexes of base chain. And I guess along with that, like the base chain thesis, I'm always a believer that Coinbase will reach their goal of 1 billion users. I've also like made another video on like how that's going to happen. But basically, like Coinbase will be releasing a super app this year, and that will most likely create a mass flood of users, like I guess specifically like US users, to move to Base. And it's just going to be in a way where people are going to be using Base, but they actually don't know they are, and it will just, I guess, create a way larger audience and more net flows, more liquidity on base chain, and I guess our exit liquidity, which is what we want. Obviously, Coinbase is incentivized to bridge our users from the central exchange to base chain, and reason why is they make more revenue per user. But yeah, I guess that's the end of the price analysis for Alienbase. Super bullish. I'm super bullish on Ethereum. Ethereum's gonna most likely be 4K plus by January, in my opinion. At worst case, Q1. I think Ethereum's time to shine is now, and that's purely based on the facts that Ethereum has always lagged in the past, and according to price cycle, when Bitcoin broke all-time high in November 2020, Ethereum took 2 months to break that. So at the minimum 2 months, which is from 2024 November, as you can see, Bitcoin broke into a parabola stage in November. We should see Ethereum outperformance in January. So yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. Comment down below if you guys want me to do any price analysis on any other specific tokens. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Peace.